Come on!
Welcome to Gaming with Life with Sweetybelle. Hello everyone, this is Sweetybelle here and welcome back to my channel for another video. So for today, I am going to be playing more of Hell Hunter. So this is going to be gameplay number 13. So the last time we left off was we explored the ghost ship and we fought haunted monsters like a ghost and the what was it? The skeletons. So today we're going to be heading back to the ghost ship because I have gone back to see what else Amelia was up to back at the speedboat. So here we go.
You have reached Ghost Ship, below deck, center.
Okay, so we're right back at the ship. I thought I was gonna go ahead and exit the speedboat and then go into the ghost ship. So here we go. Armory.
Front exit.
There's another front exit. I can go there also.
Back exit. Front exit.
Let's do that. Don't think I explored it much here. But
In this part of the ship, there are more skeletons. There might be a reason. There's also some ghosts.
No, more
You have
ghosts?
reached Ghost Ship, below deck, front. To the hold.
Here goes nothing, you guys.
To the cabin.
Oh wait, hold on. There's a cabin. I'm gonna go here first.
As expected, there are many skeletons here. Many hammocks are placed here and there. There's a trunk that draws Elian's attention. You have reached Ghost Ship, cabin.
Woo! Okay.
To below deck, skeleton.
Here's a skeleton.
Battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 160 experience points. To below deck hammocks.
Hammocks? What is this?
Some of them are ripped or worn by time.
Ooh.
Some of them are ripped. Skeleton.
Here's another.
Battle
Woo!
begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 160
Experience points.
dice.
Dice?
There wasn't much entertainment back in that time, especially during a long journey by sea.
Ooh.
Skeleton. Battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 160 experience points. Double tap to continue. Trunk.
Oh, here's the trunk. Let's see.
Elian checks inside the trunk and finds a rusty key in its bottom.
Ooh.
Now the trunk is empty.
Okay, we got the key. Yay! So I did an extra double tap just to get that key. So make sure to always, if you are new to playing this game, make sure to always double tap another, like one more time, just to make sure that there's nothing in that space or that or any items that you find. So here we go.
Holes.
Holes? Oh.
The walls of this room are pierced at many points by large objects, but it doesn't seem like a barrage of cannonballs. Back exit. Front exit. You have reached Ghost Ship. Below deck. Front. To the hold. To the cabin. To the armory. Hold. There's a hole in the right wall. The one toward the speedboat. It's quite wide.
Okay, so we found another hole.
There's a hole in the right wall. Ghost.
Oh no!
The battle begins. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Alien is defeated.
Oh no!
Seems like this is the end. The battle begins. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Alien manages to escape.
Woo!
The battle ends.
Okay.
Double tap to continue.
That was... oh my goodness. Wow.
To the hold. To the cabin. To the armory. Hole. Broken lifeboat. It has been crushed with many blows. There's some nail scratches. There's actually even some human nails stuck in the wood.
Ooh.
Skeleton. The battle begins. The battle ends. Alien gains 1. Broken lifeboat. Skeleton. Barrel. To the hold.
Going into the hold.
There are many ghosts here. Alien notices that they are gathered on one side of the room. On the other side, there's a symbol on the ground and a door.
Oh.
You have reached Ghost Ship. Hold. Front.
Okay, here's the hard part.
Ghost.
Uh-oh.
Battle begins. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Alien is getting slower. Alien is defeated. Seems like this is the end. Swipe left. To the hold. There are many ghosts here. Elian notices that they are gathered on one side of the room. On the other side, there's a symbol on the ground and a door. You have reached Ghost Ship. Hold. Front. Ghost. The battle begins. Elian is getting slower. Elian is getting slower. Elian is getting slower. Elian is getting slower. Elian manages to escape. The battle ends. Double tap to continue. Ghost. The battle begins. Elian is getting slower. Elian is getting slower. Elian is getting slower. Elian is getting slower. Elian manages to escape. The battle ends. Double tap to continue. Metal scraps. Most of them are shards of blades or guns. In some cases, they're almost crumbled. Rotten supplies. The only reason why there's no animal or insect among them is because this is a ghost ship. The only reason... Floor. On the ground, there's a symbol attached to the wood, near a door. To the treasure room. The door is locked. At the foot of the door, there's the trace of a dried blood stain. To the treasure room. To below deck. You have reached Ghost Ship. Below deck. Front. To the hold. To the cabin.
I'm gonna try to go to the hold. Now that I did some exploring on both front exits. So...
Front exit. To the hold.
Yeah, here we go.
The access to the front of the hold is blocked, but the rear is still connected by a door.
Yeah.
From through the walls, some ghost appears. This is not good. Elian's weapons can't kill them.
No!
You have reached Ghost Ship. Hold. Center. Back exit.
Let's try the back exit.
Elian opens the door with the rusty key.
Oh!
Luckily, it's still usable. From here, it should be possible to reach the rear of the below deck. Some other skeleton is there, but what worries Elian the most is a creepy presence on the other side of the room.
Uh-oh.
You have reached Ghost Ship. Hold. Back.
And it sounds creepy still. Wow.
Necklace.
Oh, here's the necklace.
There's a necklace near the corpse. It could have emotional value.
Okay, is there?
corpse. It's a woman, as is obvious by the dress. Elian can't help imagining how it ended. Skeleton.
Uh-oh.
The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 160 experience points. Double tap to
Okay. And skeleton.
Banshee.
What is this?
There's a female ghost who guards the passage to the below deck.
Oh.
It's a banshee, an ethereal body which makes screams strong enough to be considered a deadly weapon.
Uh-oh.
As soon as Elian gets close enough, she starts to scream. First-hand experience is always worse than any previous knowledge. Elian has to cover his ears. The problem is that probably, since she's a ghost, he won't be able to damage her. So Elian will give it a try, but gets ready to retreat in case his suspicions prove correct. The battle begins. Elian is getting weaker. Elian is getting slower. 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 Elian manages to escape. The battle ends. Double tap to As expected, his weapons just pass through her body, so he retreats. Elian has an intuition. There could be a holy symbol somewhere in the ship, probably not too far from the keel. If he finds it, then he will be able to defeat any ghost or similar creatures.
That'll be great, actually. Especially if you can do anything about the ghosts.
Front exit. Banshee. The Banshee stays in front of that passage like a guardian spirit. Elian needs a holy symbol if he wants to defeat her. To the hold. You have reached Ghost Ship. Hold. Front. To the treasure room. The door is locked. At the foot of the door, there's the trace of a dried bloodstain. To below deck. Floor. Looking closer, Elian realizes that this is the holy symbol of an ancient pagan religion. As expected. During his career, he made many rituals to consecrate the surface of some area of this sea. Covering a whole sea is not a task that someone alone can achieve in a few years. Someone before him also did it during that time. Anyway, it's unlikely a ghost ship could manage to avoid for all this time all the consecrated areas that would mean their destruction. But if a holy symbol is applied to them, then that's another story. They can travel anywhere. Elian removes the holy symbol and wears it like a necklace. Now he should be able to defeat ghosts, and the Banshee as well. To below deck, floor. Even if Elian removes the symbol, nothing happens to the ghost ship. Apparently this is not a consecrated zone. After all, he doesn't remember ever having performed any ritual around here. Rotten supplies. The only reason why there's no animal or insect among them is because metal scraps. Most of them are shards of ghost. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains 190 experience points. Double tap to continue. Ghost. The battle begins. The battle ends. Elian gains metal scraps. Rotten floor. To below deck. You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Front. To the hold. To the cabin. To the armory. You have reached ghost ship. Armory. Front exit. Back exit. You have reached ghost ship. Below deck. Center. Front exit. To the hold. You have reached ghost ship. Hold. Back exit. You have reached ghost ship. Hold. Back. Necklace. Corpse. It's a woman, as is obvious by front exit. Banshee. Elian has a holy symbol with him. The Banshee is already reacting to it. Now he can defeat her. The battle begins. Elian is getting weaker. Elian is getting slower. Elian is getting weaker. Elian is getting slower. The battle ends. Elian gains 5. The Banshee dissolves. Now it's possible to proceed. Push to below deck. This place is empty. No one arrived here apparently. In front of Elian, there's just one door. He prepares his weapon for what will be behind it. To the captain's room.
I'm going to go ahead and see if we're able to proceed on by going into, perhaps, the captain's room. So here we go. Oh, yes.
The room has a shelf full of books, some treasure, and an old map of a portion of this continent. Before Elian, there's a desk, and behind it, the remains of the captain sits in the chair.
Ooh.
At the moment, he just lies there. You have reached Ghost Ship, Captain's Room. Treasures. Many valuable jewels, crowns, and coins are placed around the room. The trophies of a life dedicated to pillage. Although nowadays the value of those items would be huge, Elian doesn't dare to collect the treasure of a ghost ship. It never ends well with things like this. Many valuable
Okay, that's that for the treasures.
bookshelf. Many old stories are written in those books. That's probably how the captain spent his time during his travels.
Okay, any more?
Many old stories.
Nope. Okay, move on to the next thing.
Skeleton captain.
Uh-oh.
He wears the typical pirate hat of the shared imagination. He also wears a necklace. It seems familiar. Looks like he shot himself in the head. Since he doesn't move, it seems like he's just a corpse. Logbook.
Let me look at the logbook.
Elian leans toward the logbook, but he retracts his hand just a second before a blade cuts down. The captain's skeleton reacts to that, and now he stands up. In his right hand he wields a sword, in the left an arquebus. Elian notices for a moment a roach moving quickly from the cavity of his left eye to the right one. He's a bit disgusted, so he focuses on the battle. The battle begins.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness. That one sounded like a gunshot for a second. Ooh, goodness. That's scary. Let's go, alien. Let's go. Woo. Let's go, let's go. Oh, and I don't have any more blood vials.
He has no more blood vials.
Yep, I was right. No more.
The battle ends.
Yes. Woohoo.
Elian gains 700 experience points. Elian gets blood vial.
Oh, cool.
Double tap to continue. The skeleton collapses and falls into pieces. Was he protecting the logbook?
I guess so. It sounded like it.
Logbook. Elian starts to browse the logbook. Maybe he can find a clue to what's happening. His attention is caught starting from the part in which the crew finds an incredible treasure. A huge stock of chests, in particular one which is very large. They placed everything inside the treasure room and partied until dawn. The day after, they decided to take a look at the treasure and divide it among them. Suddenly, many screams alerted the captain, who rushed to check the situation, and what he saw was terrifying. It took a lot of effort and deaths to stop that damned demon.
Oh, jeez. Let's see what else happens.
The balance of dead was tremendous. The crew had been halved that day. Among repairs, corpses, and treating the wounded, the mood was gloomy. No one said a word. The captain felt like something bad might happen. So among the repairs, he asked a carpenter to place a wood barrier inside the ship. Also, he told his woman in private that she would have to leave on a lifeboat in the middle of the night. That fateful night finally arrived, the one in which he planned the escape of the woman. No one was looking, and he was shut in his room while her lover departed. The room was inaccessible from the outside, since he knew that it would happen. What he didn't know was they would decide to act this night. Many voices barked his name out loud. Then another voice joined in. It started to scream. Scream and scream and scream and scream. He was powerless and trapped inside the cage he created for himself, so useless and desperate, on the verge of losing his mind, among tears and blood. From the outside, the barks continued, many blows to the barricades, unceasingly. After many hours, he heard a loud noise from the outside, and the waves started to churn as if a tidal wave was happening. The barks turned into yelps, and many steps in all directions followed.
Oh, the sound is getting louder.
Elian arrives at the last page of the logbook. The calligraphy worsens a lot in the last pages. He starts reading again. Just after a lot of explosions, impacts and screams followed. He made an opening in the wall and witnessed what he described as a marvelous show. In one last note he wrote, "Oh, my lord, I beg you, exterminate those traitors, those filthy dogs. Please avenge us, Cracken, and my soul will be yours forever." The logbook ends here. A few seconds later, the sea is upset, the ship sways. Elian must check outside. Old map. There's a part of this continent represented here. Even if back then it was a very good map, with modern technology, it's now quite inaccurate. Logbook, bookshelf, treasures. To the stern, to below deck, to the stern. Elian unlocked the door.
Let's go to the stern. Oh no.
Elian quickly gets out of the room, which leads to the stern. His worst fear materializes. A huge kraken is emerging from the sea. The vehicles must be stuck on his tentacles. Elian is a vampire hunter. A kraken simply is not his cup of tea. He's not specialized to fight against a monster like that. Yet the cannons on the main deck might be what he needs. You have reached Ghost Ship, stern, quarter deck, helm, broken aqua, to the main deck.
Let's go to the main deck, because the cannons are probably there at the main deck.
You have reached Ghost Ship, main mast, skeleton, or cannons. Cannonballs. There are many cannonballs scattered near cannons. Elian quickly counts the cannons. 12 in total nearby, 6 for each side. And since the Kraken is aligned with one of the sides, there are enough cannons for Elian and the crew. He's going to talk to the crew to convince them to help him with the cannons.
Woo! Alright, let's go.
Cannonball to the speedboat.
Yes, to the speedboat.
Elian quickly returns to the speedboat. The crew is all outside the cabin. They are scared to death. Convincing them to help him with cannons might prove even harder than escaping from the Kraken. You have reached speedboat outside. Lifeboat. Crew member 2. He's on the verge of freaking out. The shotgun in his hands is useless, not even dangerous for the crew. He's on the verge of freaking. Crew member 3. He's panicking. Even his chattiness won't help him this time. Amelia. Amelia is shaking, but she's the leader. If Elian wants their cooperation, then he must convince her first of all. They don't know what to do. Elian explains the situation. They are too scared to help him. Meanwhile, the Kraken keeps on with its rampage. At a certain point, while Elian is trying to find the right words to make them react, a tentacle of the Kraken suddenly moves toward the speedboat. Elian doesn't make it in time to warn the crew, and so it hits the second member of the crew full in the head. There's nothing to do. It tears his head off, and the body falls. The crew starts to scream and freak out as they see his neck still spilling blood. Elian immediately shouts at them with all his voice to calm down. It seems to have some effect. With a harsh and unshakable voice, he tells the crew, especially Amelia, to stand up and help him with the cannons, or it will be the end for everyone. Amelia is with Elian, and in a few seconds the crew is ready to go.
Wow.
Crew member 4. He's suddenly pumped. His attitude is ideal in this moment. He's suddenly pumped. Amelia. Amelia's resolve is back. In these conditions, it's possible to fight the Kraken. Amelia's resolve is back. Crew member 3. Now he is saying something to the crew to boost their morale. Crew member 2. This is a terrible situation, and Elian has very few blood vials left. He starts wondering if they will be enough against the Kraken. Then he glances for a second towards the pool of blood below the dead crew member. The blood is still fresh. It's quite inappropriate, but actually he's an unexpected source of blood, which might be used to help Elian and the other crew members to survive this place. Will Elian draw some blood from the corpse? Swipe left to get his blood.
Yes.
This is not the moment to hesitate. Elian stops thinking, and while the other crew members are looking towards the ghost ship, he swiftly kneels down and uses his powers to manipulate the blood of their mate. Elian makes sure to not get too much of it, so the corpse won't look dried, so he obtains 2 blood vials.
Okay, perfect.
Now he must use them wisely for the Kraken. This is the last blood he can count on.
Okay, here goes nothing. We had to do what we had to do.
Lifeboat. To the ghost ship. To inside. Crew member 5. He's returned to normal and will offer support to the others. He's returned to normal. To inside. To the ghost
I think we
ship.
have to go back to the ghost ship. I think. Let's just see.
Elian returns to the ghost ship. The crew quickly move towards the cannons that point towards the Kraken and start to fire. The Kraken is huge, but the explosions have some effect on him after all. Now it's Elian's turn. You have reached ghost ship, main deck, main mast, skeleton corpses, cannons. Elian positions himself next to one of the last 2 free cannons and starts to fire. The Kraken becomes agitated and swings a tentacle towards Elian. He dodges it with perfect timing. It hits the ship instead, making it shake. Elian must take into account that even if he manages to keep dodging it, the ship could be destroyed before they have the chance to escape. He must consider the eventuality of being hit on purpose to protect the ship during the battle. In any case, it will be a fight against time, so he doesn't waste a second. The battle begins. Elian is defeated. Seems like this is the end.
I'm gonna have to do a quick edit here so that I can go into that previous battle with the Kraken, because I wasn't understanding what they mean by, do I have to take the hits or do I have to dodge? Because I know without dodging you can get hit, or I don't know. So I'm just gonna go see what I need to do, and of course I'm gonna record that process, and I'm just gonna go ahead and insert that here.
The battle begins. The battle ends.
Woo! Wow.
Elian makes a perfect dodge. The tentacle lands on the main deck, but that blow causes a terrible noise. Elian grows pale. That was the keel, and it's been crushed. A few seconds later, the main deck, actually the whole ship, splits in half. Both the parts incline, while the stern and the bow are pointing toward the sky. The crew and Elian fall helplessly into the sea. They desperately try to reach the speedboat, but this time the Kraken grabs it with a tentacle and smashes it, then tosses the remains towards them. The most lucky ones die with the blow. Then the Kraken aims at them, and someone gets hit by a tentacle. Someone else is grabbed and squeezed to death. It is a massacre. Elian swims in the opposite direction with all his strength, but there's no match in the sea. He just delays his death, which inevitably comes a few moments later, as for all living things.
Holy cow.
Swipe left to load the last saved game.
What in the world did just happen? Okay. Wow. I don't know what to say about that one. I'm shocked. So this Kraken sea creature is so hard to get past by. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and try this again because I am so confused. It says something about not dodging the creature from what I could understand, or hitting him with a cannon. Not so sure, but feel free to let me know what I've missed, because I know for sure I definitely must have missed something or didn't understand what I needed to do in this particular battle. So definitely some feedback I can definitely use. But this is definitely going to be the end of this video until, like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and keep playing around with it and see what I need to do. And of course, as I always let you guys know, I tend to record when I am stuck at a particular part of the game. That way I don't have to worry about missing anything if I do go any further on with the game. So just keep that in mind. But in the meantime, thank you also so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!